New this morning, if you're in the market for a new car, you might want to consider an electric vehicle.
And now may be a really good time to buy. Let's check in with Jordan to find out how now may be the best time, Jordan, to get one.
Good morning, Walt and Bria. You know, I talked to Yossi Levi. He's the founder and CEO of car dealership Guy Media. He was a car dealer for more than a decade and now uses his platform to share information about the auto industry. So we talked about EV prices, which he says are dropping right now. So first, he says new and used EV inventory is up 136% year over year, and supply and demand is a main factor in that. So Levi tells me Tesla, which he says commands a majority of the market share for EVs, was really the first to start price cuts, and now they're more or less at the other end of that. But more recently, other manufacturers are also cutting prices on EV models. For example, the Ford Mach-E and Lightning pickup, or Hyundai's Ioniq. He says right now is kind of a perfect storm to cool the EV market.
It's supply. You simply have a lot more EVs in the market. Second, it's overall market conditions, right? Every car, all manufacturers are down. All supply is more or less up across the board. And so the market is naturally cooling, right? Even if it weren't for supply growing in EVs, the market has cooled. There's no doubt about that. And then the third thing is, again, we are, in 2022, there was another tailwind, which was gas prices. They were, shooting up much higher. That is sort of retracted.
So Levi says in 2021, really low interest rates and supply shortages gave auto manufacturers pricing power, but now things are a lot different. So he says we could see some more pain for auto manufacturers, but this allows consumers to get some pretty good deals in the meantime. So if you are trying to buy an EV, Levi says he doesn't really see EV prices going back up anytime soon. And if they do, it won't be anywhere near as aggressive as the drops that we're seeing right now.
Got to feel bad for people like Rob because his in-laws are in Montana. You buy an EV in Montana, good luck finding a charger anywhere, right? We're so much better off here.
Yeah, and we did, talk about, the expanding chargers and, EV adoption as well. But for this segment, we really focused on, those dropping EV prices that are really happening all across the board. So definitely some interesting stuff
Make
there.
sure you have a place to charge it.
Yeah, they are not in the market for one of those. The distance is not uncommon to drive 300 miles, in a day just to check on a ranch and then come back, right? So